So Rasmus Højlund showing composure to score that all-important penalty, taking United to the FA Cup final. So we have a Manchester Derby FA Cup final in the second season running. Man United would definitely want to win this. Coach, what do we have on the tactical board?
They were very lucky. Truth be told, you don't throw away a 3-0 lead against Coventry City. And the manner in which the goal, Man United considered those goals completely unpardonable. Look, they should actually thank Andre Onana, because at 3-3, he made a top world-class save, point-blank save. But for him, I think United would have exited the FA Cup. So let's go through. We are going to go through all the goals, not necessarily all the goals. This is the Man United first goal. Look at Scott McTominay. He started the ball, but I think the most important player in this goal was Diogo Dalot. I think what he did, which every fullback should keep learning, is the fact that, watch him here. You see, this is Diogo Dalot. This is Dalot. At this moment, he was not so much active in the ball, but he got himself in an active position by giving Garnacho the option. Look at his movement. He's going round Garnacho, and the Coventry player should have tracked him down, the one closer to him. Yeah. He didn't do that. And the fullback was contemplating whether to get closer to Garnacho. Now they're the path. Look at the delivery. Straight in between. Like you said, you are a fan of
big fan.
Crosses, baseline cross.
Hard across the ground.
What defenders don't like, look at this again, what defenders don't like is the fact they don't like the ball hit in between their goalpost and themselves. They want to be behind the ball. Yeah. Defenders don't like being in front of the ball. Their goalpost is there and the ball is in between, because at times, most often than none, they end up conceding an own goal. So credit must be given to Diogo Dalot for the diagonal move, or for the movement around Garnacho to bring himself into play, and the delivery was spot on. Again, Scott McTominay started the move. Look at when he gave the ball to Garnacho, he decided to. That is what he's noted for. He wanted to be at the end of the move, and look at where he was. Look at, you see, it isn't that most people don't like Marcus Rashford. You see, if you look at him here, what is he doing there as a left winger?
Arriving late?
Absolutely not interested in what
trying to arrive late.
I think his movement...
It looks like he's at a slow
his
jog.
Movement should be here. That should be... Let me take the line again. His movement should be here. That is him. Look at what he's looking at. Completely unnecessary. Move diagonally into the box. Look at McTominay. If Rashford was moving, he should get the McTominay brilliant goal by Austin. This is what you call a team goal, and credit must be given to United. At this point, they were cruising, absolutely in charge. Then, Capito, is it Capito?
Bruno?
No.
Maguire.
The Maguire's goal is the second one. Watch that again. Capito, we all know. You see, again, on the Coventry team, anytime Man United has a set piece and Maguire is in the team, he's the only natural target. The only other target at this point in the air will be Carlos Casemiro. And if you look at the height of the Coventry players, I was shocked. They allowed Maguire to have that free blast of a header.
Look at the height in there.
Look at the height. And here, at this moment, you can look out, they're all doing zonal marking. You don't zone mark. I've always said that on a set piece, the team awarded the set piece has a player going to stand to take the piece. That makes it what? 10v9. Agreed? Now, if you position two of your strikers there, it holds another two of the team who has the free kick players far away from the target. Now, what then happens? In terms of numbers, the defending team, most often than none, on corner kicks, have the advantage in terms of numbers. So as to how they allow Harry Maguire to have this free header, look at it again. Look at Maguire there. He's free. Nobody's marking him. Bam, into the back of the net. You don't do that. But what Maguire did so well was to return the ball back to where it came from. And that gave the goalkeeper no chance whatsoever. Again, at this moment, they were cruising. And every Man United supporter, like Bernard Abeku, who were watching the game with Bernard.
Not you?
No, not me, of course. Like Bernard Abeku, you see that at this moment he was overly excited. Bernard, he was telling me, this one is all Manchester United final. Then the Bruno Fernandes's goal. I think, look, take it or leave it. You may hate Bruno, you may like him. But look, he picks up the ball in the middle of the park.
Starts the move and then makes the run into the box.
Rashford gave the ball away. It was a bad touch, and then he just went in there and then.
I only have one problem with Bruno Fernandes. It's like he's almost under pressure to pass the ball all the time.
Yes.
But minus stats, I think he gets very unfairly criticized by the United fan base.
If any proper United fan base, I have exempted myself. Who chooses to criticize Bruno Fernandes? Then that United fan is not a
proper fan.
Because this man, since the day he walked into
he's literally been United's best player till date.
True. Look, can you make mention of the one signing post Sir Alex Ferguson era who's walked into United's team and has always been the most important player? It's been Bruno Fernandes and no other player.
True.
So for me, he's indeed the main man. He hates to lose football games. At times when the team is not performing, it tends to get to him. Now let's go to when the whole thing started again. Where are the goals for
Sims goal one?
Sims goal one? Sims goal one.
Yeah.
Look, it is good to be a centre back. I'm going to pause it here first. Look, Man United had only one fit centre back, and that was Harry Maguire. So whoever was asked to play alongside Maguire, that person is going to learn on the job.
True.
So Maguire, being the specialist in the position, should take charge. When I say take charge, I don't expect him to be moving away more than 10 yards away from his central defensive partner when United is not in possession of the ball. That is elementary. That is kindergarten. If there is a back four, the distance in between every center or the back four cannot be more than 10 yards. You have this 10, 10, 10. At times, they even ask the word, close it and stay within the area of the 18-yard box. But everybody watch Maguire here. When I roll this, look at where he is. Pause it. Look at the distance. Goodness me, I can't believe it. This is Maguire. Look at the distance between he and Carlos Casemiro. And look at the huge gap that the attacker has to go and attack. As to what he was doing there, only God knows. There was no way he was going to block this cross. So the movement should have been, let me backpedal and allow Wan-Bissaka, Kobe Menu to get close up and see whether they could block the cross. He didn't do that. And the striker too was very smart. Sims was very, all he needed to do was to position himself where Maguire had vacated. And that means that any genuine contact on the ball, his goal. Look at Dalot is calling. Bang. Look at where Maguire is.
Finish.
Look at the gap between Maguire and Carlos Casemiro. Casemiro is learning to play with you as a centre back. Look at what is he doing there? What is he doing there? I think, look, the tactical arrangement of the United defense was at fault for this goal. So that is, again, where is the next one?
It's above Sims.
This one? Yeah, this one here. There we go. See, at this stage, Crystal Palace, Coventry knew that the next goal would make this even more beautiful and more appetizing. And you could tell from, I think, Martin Tyler, he was the commentator on the day. And he kept saying that this is what the FA Cup is all about. The FA Cup, again, is giving us what? A spectacle. Now, although it was a wicked deflection, but the recovery, Casemiro here completely gassed out. United needed somebody to close up. Look at him. He's giving him every room to pass the ball. The pass went, nobody closing him down. Wan-Bissaka, how can a defender be turning his back like this in blocking the ball? Look at Wan-Bissaka. Everybody watch him. Look at him. If this were the days of John Terry, Ricardo Carvalho, Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, they will be throwing themselves, the likes of Cannavaro and Co. They'll be blocking that ball all day. But look at what Wan-Bissaka does. He turned his back. Watch him. How do you block the ball like that?
Yep. In fact, if you have I think the attacker was even held by the deflection. And the ball deflected off Wan-Bissaka's back.
Because that was the wrong... If he had done this, that ball repels and returns back to where it was coming from. But once you do this, it climbs off you and then dip into the back of the net. And I've seen
even instances where defenders have turned their back like this, and the striker fakes like he's going to shoot. He damages you and then he goes around
into the back of the net. So again, see, look, United were very lucky to have navigated this game on penalties. We don't have the highlight of the disallowed goal. But look, truth be told, it was an offside position. But they were lucky Because if Wan-Bissaka, who attempted to play on the four-liner, had gone another step backwards, would have been saying Man City, Coventry into the final of the FA Cup. So this was how it all transpired. We need to learn from that. If you're a defender, don't do this. Don't move away from your defensive partner if you are not in possession of the ball.
So a few nuggets for defenders, coaches, upcoming students of the game from Coach there. Let's take our second break here.